afternoon. Welcome to Maths Live with Steph in dungarees today. It's lovely weather outside. Okay, here is your starter challenge as a revision from yesterday. So we're looking for 1/8 of 80, 4/5 of 35, and a super challenge, what is 3/5 of 80? So you might need to do some extra calculation for this one. I've already got some shout outs, which is amazing. Hi Heidi, hi Uma, and hi Lucia. I'm going to have a look now and see if I can do some more shout outs. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to have a go at this. Hi Adia, hi Zaina, hi Harry. Oh, I love these regular people, it's amazing. Hi Namira and Kian. Norwich, hi Ryan. Hi Oliver and Elliot. Hi Lily Rose and Keely. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your dad's been poorly. I'm glad he's better. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Adriana, who wants a really, really big shout out. So, hi! Hi, Adriana. Hi, Anya. Hi, Elliot. Hi Dylan and Jake. Hi Ellie. Hi Ryan and Morley. Hi Summer. Hello Summer and Essex. Hi Hannah. Hi Ethan. Big for the Bon Avon. Hi James. I like the sunglasses. Definitely needed today. Hi Dawn. Dawn, the maths gyms are sent to me to buy my mother. I think they're in one of the Sunday newspapers. I'll ask her. It's either the Sunday Telegraph or the Sunday Times. But I'll ask her for you. Right, shall we get started? I'll do some more shout outs when we're ready. Oh, I keep forgetting my pens are down here. I've got a new holder. So, let's get all this off. What a lovely day it is today. This morning, me and my daughter went out. My daughter's only 16 months old. I'll put a picture of her up soon. And we went in the pram and we did a 5-kilometre walk to raise money for the NHS. And it was absolutely amazing. But I was in really thick jeans and I was so sweaty by the time I got back. I had to have a shower. So doing lots of things for the NHS. Right, but back to maths. So we're looking for 1/8 of 80. So remember, when you're finding a fraction of a number, you look at the denominator before you look at the numerator. Now our numerator is 1, so we're okay. So we're looking for how many 8s are in 80. We know that 10 8s are 80, so 1/8 of 80 is 10. Because if you do 10 times 8, it equals 80. 4/5 of 35. I'm going to leave that. I'm giving myself some space. 4/5 of 35. So we start looking at the denominator. We ignore the numerator for now. So, right, how many 5s are in 35? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it's 7. So 1/5 of 35 is 7. But we don't want 1/5. We want 4/5. So our answer, we have to have 4 times as many. So we times our answer by 4. So 7 4s are 28. So remember, get 1/5, get your answer, and then you can either add 7, 7, 7, 7, or you can do 7 times 4, which is 28. And for our last one, we want 3/5 of 80. 3/5 of 80. Now then, you might be thinking, for 5, I think I got to 50 in my 5 times table. You can keep going, you can keep counting up. One way to do it is we go back to our division, and let's see how many 5s are in 80. So there's 1 5 is there, carry over the 3. How many 5s make 30? 6 5s make 30. Right, so I found now that 1/5 of 80 is 16, because I've divided 80 by 5. So 1/5 of 80 is 16. But we don't want 1/5, we want 3/5. So we get our answer and we times that by 3. See, that's why I put the exclamation marks. It was a bit trickier, this one, because you have to do a lot of different calculating. So 6 3s are 18, 1 3 is 3, so it's 48. 3/5 of 80 is 48. Again, higher level question, more of a year 6 question. So don't worry if you didn't quite get it. I obviously put a trickier one there in on purpose. So today, we're going to be simplifying fractions. Bit of a trickier topic, I think, compared to finding fractions of shapes and numbers, but as always, we'll give it our best go. I put some challenge questions up earlier this morning. We'll come back to those. Simplify. If you simplify something, you're essentially making it simpler. You're making it easier. You're making it smaller, more compact, and that's what we're doing with fractions. So I'll give you an example. Here's a fraction. 3/6. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to draw it. So what it looks like, so if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 3 out of the 6 parts are shaded. Now, do you notice that if I block off here, if I get rid of one part, it's actually equal. So for every 2 parts, 1 is shaded. For every 2 parts, 1 is shaded. For every 2 parts, 1 is shaded. So you can actually split off these parts. When a lot of the time when you're talking about simplifying fractions, you do use an image, a fraction of a shape to show you, but I actually find that a little bit confusing. So I'll show you my way of doing it. What I like to do is compare the numerator and the denominator. So do you notice that the denominator, 6, 3 is half of 6. So if you divide the top and the bottom by 3, they're both in the 3 times table. So the 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you're looking for a common factor. Yeah, you're looking for a number that is in that times table. Again, I know it sounds confusing, but the more examples I show you, hopefully you'll get it. So another example, 5/15, and we want it in our simplest form. So let's look at 5 and let's look at 15. What times table are both of these numbers in? Have a think for a second. Tell someone next to you, tell someone in the same room as you. Can you spot a times table that both of these numbers are in? So they're both in the 5 times table. So you divide them by that times table that you're both in. You're basically splitting it up. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. And then how many 5s are in 15? 3. So 5/15 is exactly the same as 1/3. You make it smaller and smaller and smaller, and it makes 1/3. Okay, another example. Looks bigger, not too scary though. 6/48. Right, there's different ways of doing this. You could go to your times table, so you might think, right, is 48 in the 6 times tables. 1 6 is 6, 2 6 is 12, 3 6 is 18, 4 6 is 24, 5 6 is 30, 6 6 is 36, 7 6 is 42, 8 6 is 48. So you can divide the top and the bottom, by 6, sorry, I got carried away with the 6. So 6 divided by 6 is 1, and it was 6 8 to 48. So that's 1/8. Another way of doing this one is if you're not sure about one of your times tables, so imagine these are really, really bigger numbers. If you're not sure, you could say, well, start off, they're both even numbers. They're both even numbers, so maybe I can divide them by 2. That's a good start. And not sure about my times tables, so if I split 6 in half, that's 3. Half of 48, well, half of 4 is 2, and half of 8 is 4. Okay, see, now I'm really good at my 3 times table. 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15, 6 3s are 18, 7 3s are 21, 8 3s are 24. So if I divide it by 3, it is 1/8. Exactly the same as what we had before. I wanted to show you that because you don't have to jump right into the simplest fraction. Sometimes you might split it and split it and split it and eventually get it in its simplest form. A lot of the time you can be asked to simplify a fraction, and sometimes you can ask to be given in its simplest form. That requires multiple jumps. Okay, I'll show you the 3 questions. And then I'll keep practicing. Just type. If you're finding it tricky, I'll try and show you some more examples because I know this is a harder one today. So, your 3 questions, 3 challenge questions that I gave you this morning. The first one was 5/10 equals, and I asked you, gave you a clue. I told you the denominator was 2. But I didn't tell you what the numerator was. Have a think about that. Number 2 was 2/12. Can you give that in its simplest form? So what fraction could that be? And number 3 was 28/80. So if you haven't had a go at those already, have a go now. You might have already had a go and want to just check them. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Let's see if I can do some shout outs. Wow, so many people. Amazing. And there's a dog barking in the background. Hi, James and Tom from Cambridge. You may have a shout out. Hi, Kaylin and Canuck. Hi, Jensen. Hi, is it Tej in Hemel Hempstead? Hi, Tej, or Taj, I'm not sure. Oh, really, people joining in. That's amazing. Got some answers. Fantastic. Well done, Heidi. Well done, Harry. Hi, Elliot. Brilliant. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. It's afternoon now. Hi, Jake. Yeah, well done, Dylan. Super. yes, someone's pointed out it's the afternoon, not the morning. Oh, these days, with everything that's going on, it's easy to forget. Everything blending in. Hi, Ellie. Hello. Hi, Jade. Oh, that's a good question. Debbie, I love that question. Debbie's just asked that if you didn't simplify an answer, would it be incorrect? No, not always. If you were asked to give a fraction as an answer and it wasn't in its simplified form, no, it would only be incorrect if the question says, in the last part, give your answer in its simplest form. That has to be in the question for that. If it doesn't say that, you can give whatever fraction is the answer. Okay, I hope that makes sense. As long as it says, give your answer in its simplest form. Okay. So 5/10. 5/10 is what over 2. So we notice, hopefully, that 5 and 10 are both in the 5 times table. Okay. So how many 5s are in 10? 2. So the top one must be 1. You might notice that half of 10 is 5, so it's half. Right, 2/12. Now, 2 and 12 are both in the 2 times table, so we can divide them both by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 12 divided by 2 is 6, so it's 1/6. I can't get any smaller than 1/6 because I've got 1 at the top. Okay, you don't go into decimal points when talking about simplifying fractions. You don't have any decimal points on the top or the bottom. Right, here's the trickier one. And like I said before, this is when you might have to do several simplifying jumps. So I am asking for it in its simplest form, so you can't just do one jump, you might need to keep going. Right, I don't know my 28 or my 80 times table. So what I'm going to do is, they're both even numbers, so I'm just going to divide them by 2. So half of 80 is 40. Half of 28, well half of 2 is 1 and half of 8 is 4. Okay, so there's my first step. Still even numbers. So we divide them by 2 again. So half of 14, 2 sevens are 14, and half of 40 is 20. Now then, 7 and 20, they are not, 7 is not, 20 is not in the 7 times table. Okay, so you actually can't get any simpler than that. You can't make it, there's no numbers that are divisible into that fraction, because 7 is an odd number, so you can't divide it by 2. 7 is not in the 3 times table, it's not in the 4 times table, so you can't make it. So this is the smallest fraction that you can get to. If you got to here, brilliant. Just keep going as far as possible. You'll see it, you'll notice, you'll think, well, I can't do it. And if you can't do it, you've got it into its simplest form. Right. I'm just going to check feed and see if anyone's asked any questions. Lots. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh no, you're all doing really well. You're doing brilliantly. Fantastic. I can just see those answers popping up. Right, well let's try some challenges then. I've got 6 challenges for you today. I'll group them in 3, so I'll put 3 on, and I'll give you a few minutes to do it, and then we'll go through it. And then I'll give you another 3 to go on, and I'll take a minute to go off. So let's change pen colour. The black's working very hard today. It's challenge 1. Okay. I would like you to, and again, it's always simplify. I'd like you to simplify 7 over 21. Question 2 is I'd like to simplify 4 over 12. And question 3, I'd like you to simplify 21 over 49. So always a bit of a tricky one. Have a go at that. Jake and Dylan, I really love how you shout out your ages. It's binary today. Well done, Lucia. Well done, Adriana. Well done, Ellie. Okay. Well done, Hanek. Well done, Evie. Fantastic. Well done, Harry. Super. Hi Lucy. Hello, and thank you for joining us. Wow, I can't believe there's 40 people. It's jumping between 35 and 40 people watching. Hello, all of you. Hi Zaina. So hello Zaina. Brilliant. I'm just going to wait for some answers to come up. I know that last one's quite tricky. Oh, we've got some. Harnet's got some up. Harnet's got an answer up. Let's see, I'll see a couple more answers come up and then we'll go through it. I'll give you, for that last one, I'll give you a clue. Have a think about what a common factor of both 21 and 49. Which times table are both of those numbers in? So try and go through. Harry's got, oh, well done, Harry. There you go. Lucy, well done. Okay. I'll get started while you're finishing. So with this one, 7 and 21. Thinking about 7, is 21 in the 7 times table? Yes it is, because 1 7 is 7, 2 7 is 14, 3 7 is 21. So I can divide the top and the bottom. I can split it by 7. So it would be 1 over 3. So that's the smallest fraction I can get out of this one. Again with this one, you could say, alright, they're both even numbers, I'll divide them by 2. But what you also notice is that 12 is in the 4 times table. Because 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12. So if I divide them both by 4, it'll be 1 over 3. Does that make sense? So 4 there and 4 3s 12. Okay, so both are 1/3 and 1/3. Okay, so have a think with this one. Tell someone in the room next to you, which times table are both of these numbers in? We worked it out. So we're going to go through. So I'll go through. So it's not in my 2s. Okay, it's not in my 2s because they're odd numbers. So I'm going to try my 3s. Well, you know what, I'm not going to go to my 3s because it gets a bit big. So 21. So I'm going to think 4s, no, 5s, no, 6, no, 7s. How's 7? Well, 3 7s are 21. And then, and 7 7s are 49. So it's in my 7 times table. So 3 7s are 21 and 7 7s are 49. So it's 3 7s. We can't get any smaller than 3 7s because you can't split them up. You can't divide 7 by 3. Okay, with them being odd numbers. Okay, I hope that was all right. Say if it wasn't. Say if anything was confusing. Because I know this is a trickier subject. It's definitely the trickiest one of the week. We'll do 3 more challenges. You ready? Okay, try the green pen. So, the next one, number 1. We've got 10 over 100. 10 over 100. Number 2, we've got 9 over 36. And the last challenge for today is 16 over 56. So there's 3. Have a go, give it your best shot. Well done, all these people. I'm just reading through. Harry, Lucy, and Elliot. Heidi, Lucy. Oh, brilliant. Jade, fantastic. Oh, definitely. I love the other shout outs. Lily, you've been fantastic these last couple of weeks. It's been amazing. Trying your hardest is the best that you can do. Well done, Ardia. I love that you're comparing all your answers. You're like, yeah, I've got the same as that person. So you're getting to know people. Well done, Uma. Fantastic. Yeah, because I'm glad you're telling me if you don't get it. It can be tricky. Yay! Full marks. Brilliant. Okay, got some answers in. Right, I'll get started with this one. It's got a few people saying it is tricky. I know. So again, you've got a fraction and you're trying to split the fraction so it's in its simplest form. When you're doing that, you always have to split the numerator and denominator by the same number. So you might split it in half, you might halve these two numbers. You can't say, for example, I'll divide the numerator by 3 and the denominator by 5. You have to be equal with the fraction. So for the first one, thinking you could split it in half if you wanted to because they're both even numbers, but you'll notice that 100 is in the 10 times table. So you can divide both of them by 10. They're doing it equally. So 110 is 10, and 10 times 10 is 100. So that's 1/10. Yeah? 1/10, you split them up. With this one, I've got 9 as my numerator and 36 as my denominator. So let's just think, right, it's 36 in the 9 times tables. 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. So I can equally split the numerator and denominator by 9 because both of them are in the 9 times table. I'm splitting the fraction up 9 times. So the answer will be 1 and how many 9s make 36? Remember? 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. So it's a quarter. So a quarter of 36. If you split 36 into 4 parts, it's 9. Yeah? And the last one, again, this is a trickier one now because we obviously don't know, the times table doesn't jump out at us. So we need to do some jump simplifying. So right, first thing I notice is they're both even numbers, so I can split them evenly. So I'll split them in half. Split them in half. So half of 16 is 8, and half of 56. Right, well half of 6 is 3. Half of 6 is 3, but half of 50, what's half of 50? Oh, it's, hang on, half of 5 is 2.5. So it's 25. So put them together, so half of 56 is 28. Okay. Now then, I can split them again. Is 28 in the 8 times table? 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8 is 24, 4 is 32. No. So I can't divide it by 8. I'll divide it by 2 again. Keep doing it equally. So half of 8 is 4. Half of 28 is 14. We're still going. We're still going. We can simplify it further. They're both even numbers, so I can split them by half again. By the way, you might have done a different method for this. That's absolutely fine. There's a couple of ways to doing it, but I'm showing you, you can just keep doing jumps. So if I split 4 by 2, that's 2. If I halve 14, that's 7. There we go. That's as far as we can go because you can't split it evenly any further. So 16 over 56 is exactly the same as 2 over 7. And you've done that because you've kept simplifying into chunks the fraction. Okay? I hope it was okay today. Again, I know this is probably actually the trickiest topic we've done so far. Keep working on those steps. I'll put some challenge questions on right now to have a go at. But we are going to do tomorrow, Friday already, we are going to do a little revision. We'll go back to what we did on Tuesday, which was fractions of shapes. Yesterday's lesson, which was fractions of numbers. We'll have a quick go at this, and I'm going to add some super challenges in for tomorrow. Alright, thank you for joining me again today. I hope you enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.